one of the thousands of people that at the start of 2021 is hitting the job market hard? Maybe you're looking for a transition in your career, maybe you just need work, or maybe you're fresh out of uni and you're about to start your job hunt in earnest. Then I've got some tips and tricks from an insider, a recruiter, the person who's actually reviewing your applications. So stay tuned, I've got 4 tips for you, here they go. Tip number 1 is not so much a tip, it's more of a market insight to how things are at the start of 2021, and that's just to say that the job market is flooded with candidates. So if you start your job hunt, I want you to be prepared and expect plenty of rejection emails, maybe some phone calls, maybe some interviews that went almost the whole way but you didn't land the job. You're gonna feel a little bit heartbroken, you're gonna feel discouraged, but don't give up. Don't lose heart. It doesn't reflect negatively on your skills, your abilities, or your capacity as a candidate. You need to be encouraged and get back out there and keep trying. There's just a lot of people at the moment, so the just nature of statistics is that 99% of those people are gonna get rejections at some point. My second tip is that you want to try in your applications to get outside of the ATS. An ATS for recruiters or hiring managers is an applicant tracking system. So once you click submit and you send off your resume, your details get sucked into an ATS where basically there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of applicants that are sitting there waiting for the recruiter to go through and screen, and they'll literally be sitting there on their laptop just clicking next, 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 next. You've got maybe 2.5 seconds, maybe 5 seconds to impress them with your CV, and that's a really hard game to play. What I want to encourage you to do is try and get out of that system, out of the software, because at the end of the day, there is a human on the other side of that computer. If you can approach them and speak to them, have a conversation with them, then I think you have a much better chance of convincing them about the kind of person you are, the character you are, the skills and abilities that you have. Now that's not very easy. A couple of ways to potentially do that. The best way I would say is reach out to your direct network, who you know that already works there, find out who that person is and start a connection on LinkedIn. Don't be too salesy or cheesy, but be genuine about starting a relationship, maybe even for the long term, not just for the next 1 month while you're trying to land this job. Start a relationship, be a human being talking to another human being. Even better if you can find a phone call, have a quick chat, give your elevator pitch to the person over the phone. Better again still is if you're able to get a coffee with that person. That's how recruitment is done. That's how people land jobs, is person to person. Even though I know that 2021 everything's so digital, so remote, so removed, so isolated, you can still do it. Another tip on how you can engage in an activity that'll help you land a job that isn't necessarily even directly related to job hunting is content. You need to be engaging in and even producing your own content related to your field, related to the industry that you're trying to crack into, especially if you're in professional services or some kind of digital industry. Then be on LinkedIn, be on Facebook, be on Instagram, be on TikTok, whatever platform people in your community and your industry are using the most, and engage in content. Start liking, start commenting, insightful comments, start producing your own content. Even though you might feel unsure about yourself, getting your word, getting your name and your brand out there is how you reach the eye of job hunters who didn't even know they were looking, or people that are looking, they'll just pick you out and you didn't even apply, but they'll start a conversation around that topic that you're interested in. Finally, this one is pretty obvious, but start hitting LinkedIn hard. First thing you need to do a quick profile overview. There's heaps of videos on how to do that, what you need to have a standout LinkedIn profile. Do that, make sure it lines up with your CV, with your cover letter, all those kind of things, so there's no confusion around that. But then start expanding your network, reach out to connections, people that in job in companies that you want to work at, and just engage with them. Just start trying to have conversations with them. Ask them what skills are highly desired, maybe what college degrees or external certifications help and put you forward in that role. If you can, again, try and start real conversations over the phone or video chat, or even better at coffee if you can, but build those connections. Be a real human being, don't be salesy, and I think that will tremendously help you in your job hunt for 2021.